What's up, lads? Holy moly. Just had the most amazing conversation with my mate Tom at Biscuit Cafe, one of my favourite cafes on the Gold Coast. So I was there to edit. Was editing with Semi for a while, and then my laptop was dying and Semi was heading out of the cafe, and I was like, I'll go sit up by the windowsill, and this bloke Tom was there. We met in a very, very interesting way that I'm sure I can tell that story. Literally met like a month or so ago, but I'll stick to this story for now. Tom is an amazing human, very inspiring father, and just all around top bloke. Anyways, we sit down and he asked me a simple question, something along the lines of, what are you working on? And I'm working on editing the training scene for my Thailand fighting video, which is episode 1 of the TV show I'm working on. And this training scene is taking me a long fucking time to create, and a reflection I've been reflecting on the past day or so is realizing that I've been so deep in my, whatever you want to call it, I call it my like masculine energy, and focusing on making money to pay my bills and shit, which I obviously need to do, but I'm still learning this balance between diving between the masculine and the feminine. And you look into the greatest artists of all time, they all have this profound ability to be able to jump between their masculine and feminine energy. If those two words feel weird to you, like, think of it more like maybe jumping between natural flow and artistic expression, so that's what I perceive as the feminine, and masculine expression in promotion and promotion and fucking telling the world about your art. So I operate more in the masculine most of the time, especially when my bank account's low as fuck and I'm like, fuck, I gotta make money, gotta pay the bills. So I've been out of touch with my feminine the past few weeks since coming back from overseas filming season 1 of my TV show. I don't know why I feel compelled to mention it often, but whatever, let's continue this story. I sit down next to Tom, ask me what I'm working on, I tell him about this training scene I'm editing and how I'm struggling with it, and he, out of his own curiosity, he starts like just asking me pretty basic questions about like what's it about, what have been my struggles, and why. Essentially just asked me why after everything I was telling him. And the conversation led to this point of unraveling why I do what I do, and got to this really deep point which I was not expecting to have this level of a conversation in a public cafe in the middle of the Gold Coast. But I was fully fucking open to it. It's fine, like, that's cool, and it was beautiful and profound and did a lot for both of us. But my biggest takeaway from that conversation was the power of my intuition and trusting my intuition. I really believe that, like, deep in my fucking soul and in my heart, that the art that I am creating and want to create and will create over the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, the rest of my fucking life, I believe I have a good heart and I want to do better for the world, and I want to create things that can help people see the world in a better way, or experience the world in a better way, or overcome some sort of adversity they're going through. So with the understanding that I have nothing but good intent for the art that I'm creating, that proposes the question, why would I ever get in the way of my creations, of my art? Why would I ever get in the way of it with my brain? Because all my brain does, and all I believe any brain does, is analytically and logistically think about things. Which is a slow process. So, my takeaway from the conversation, I need to turn my aircon on, dudes. I'm so sorry if that's loud or makes the audio bad, but it is hot as ball sacks here on the Gold Coast today. I'm sweating like a mother trucker. Anyways, intuition. So there's nothing else holding me back in the speed and progress of the creation of my TV show than my brain. I know what I need to make. I feel it, I see it. I know the stories I'm telling for these 3 episodes in this first season. So essentially, whenever I'm working on it, all I need to do is get out of my own way. Literally, just get out of my own way. And let myself create. Yeah. And that's the basis of the conversation. There's a lot of little fun tidbits that came up in the conversation too, just from him basically questioning me and my thought process and my intention and everything. It made me kind of just be vulnerable in me and uncovering more of who I am and what I am and who I am and what I am. And it was this really cool analogy that came out of me that felt so fucking real. It was like, I feel like I'm Luke Skywalker. Stay with me. I feel like I'm Luke Skywalker in A New Hope, which is the first ever Star Wars. Luke Skywalker's a young farmer boy and meets Obi-Wan Kenobi and blah, blah, blah. Stuff happens. I feel like I'm Luke Skywalker in the first movie being presented the lightsaber for the first time and wielding this powerful object and maybe beginning to have some sort of understanding of the power that this object or this skill withholds and the impact that it can have. I feel like I'm there right now, but I have this vision and understanding of what happens in the trilogy of this movie, but I'm still in the first movie. Does that make sense? I understand the art that I'm creating can have a profound positive impact on the world. I truly believe that. Most importantly for men, and helping more men move towards living a more fulfilling life. Because for some fucking reason, my life feels so fulfilling, even though I'm quite fucking broke, man, to be honest. But so in all terms of being a dude and stuff and being a masculine man, you'd think this is broke dude that drives a beat up Toyota Corolla. He doesn't there's no way he's living a fulfilling life, but I am, and I feel so happy, and there's so many things that lead into that feeling of feeling so happy that I know I can express and tell in an entertaining manner that other men can absorb and potentially learn from whether they're older, younger, richer, smarter, whatever than me, I just feel I can give something to the world. Anyways, don't exactly remember what point I was getting at there, but it was something interesting. Star Wars. I feel like I'm Luke Skywalker in the first movie, in the first act of the first movie. I have such an adventure ahead of me, full of ups and downs and challenges and bad guys and good guys and wins and losses and lessons, and I don't know what all of them will be. I don't know what any of them will be. But I know there's a trilogy ahead of me that I need to prepare for some sort of battle at the end of my third movie. Whether that's when I'm in my 40s, 50s, 60s, or 70s, I don't fucking know, but I feel like there's some sort of battle that I'm preparing for, that I need to be ready for, and all the lessons that I'm going to learn along the way and curate into these films that I think are epic. Can teach people lessons along the way, and then maybe we'll have an army to defeat whatever battle it is we face at the end of the third movie. Maybe it's a battle we all face together. That's an interesting way of thinking about it. Who knows? I don't know. I don't even know what this is. We've had that conversation though. As you know, I just feel compelled to document this process of me making the first season of my TV show. I'm writing it, I'm producing it, I'm filming it, I'm editing it. My friends are helping along the way. And we're going to make something that matters. Yeah, I'm going to make something that matters. Anyways, about to rock up to Brotherhood, Gold Coast. One of the best places on earth, if you ask me. It's a gym just for men on the Gold Coast, or anyone in the world actually. Come check it out. It's amazing. We work out together. We live and inspire healthy lifestyles together. We meditate. We have a men's circle where we can share our problems and get reflections or feedback from other men if we wish, or just vent, whatever is right for you in that moment. But it's a great place for men to learn from other men, and I think that's a great thing. Because with more great men, with more men striving towards living more fulfilling lives on this planet, I believe that trickles down into the life of every other human on the planet. Because whether you like it or not, men are responsible for being leaders in this world. And if our leaders are weak, if our leaders are fragile, if our leaders are fat or whatever you want to, like, just not looking after themselves, you know? Like, how are we... Okay, this isn't a fully fledged out thought yet, so I'm probably going to stop talking now, but I'll keep thinking about it and come back to it. I'm at the hood now. Talk to you later, champs. Love ya. Bye.